Jay-Z and Puffy wanted Biggie killed. Bottom line. You don't have to believe me. Believe the facts.
An ex-bodyguard of both Diddy and the Carters has been making explosive claims about his former bosses, claiming that he has evidence and is working with the FBI to investigate his allegations. This bodyguard, who goes by the name Uncle Ron, has claimed that both Puffy and Jay-Z wanted to end Biggie and that he even has receipts and proof of his claims. He also said that he didn't come out with his information earlier because he has a family and kids and he did not want to put them in danger, but since his children are all grown up now, he thought it safe to tell the world what was going on with their faves. Everyone knows the tragic tale about the Biggie's unsolved ending and some of the events leading up to it. He passed away in Los Angeles only weeks before his album, Life After Death, was set to release, and numerous claims that Puffy might have been the culprit businessman who ended up profiting the most from Biggie's passing.
Here's a man that wanted to leave Bad Boy. He wanted to do his own thing. He mentioned several times how he was tired of being used and abused, that he was bigger than Bad Boy itself.
He claims that Biggie had decided to leave Bad Boy Records after the release of his album, and this seemed to have pissed off Diddy, who couldn't lose his biggest talent to anyone but himself. Uncle Ron isn't the first bodyguard who claimed that Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy Records. Another ex-bodyguard, Gene Deal, claimed Biggie had other things going on before his untimely end.
You said that Biggie had showed you a contract that he was going to sign with another label after this next album?
Yeah, Big had a contract.
Deal had said that Biggie planned to leave Bad Boy Records behind for a better deal elsewhere. He appeared on DJ Vlad's vlog and claimed that Biggie wanted to leave Bad Boy Records for a lucrative deal worth more than $60 million. Deal said he saw Big's Bad Boy contract when he had to watch over Diddy's briefcase during a flight, and it outlined Big's earnings in increments of $250,000 but left publishing income in Puff's possession. When he asked Biggie about it, the rapper allegedly told him about his new deal and all the money he'd make. He said, "He showed me. It had Charlie Baltimore, Cameron, Lil Cease, Lil Kim, Junior Mafia, Tracy Lee, and the commission. I think the contract was for so many years for like $62 million. It comes out to $62 million. Deal asserted that Big wanted to stop Junior Mafia's way of doing business and have them start writing and holding their own.
Puffy has been making money off of Biggie's name for longer than Biggie was alive. People keep forgetting he hadn't turned 25 yet. He was still 24 when he died. It's been over 25 years. Clearly, a Biggie Smalls verse is very valuable. So then what the fuck happened to the commission? What happened to that album? It was recorded. It was being mixed and mastered upon Biggie's death. It was supposed to have came out that summer after Biggie's album, because Biggie's album was slated. He died a week and a half before his album came out. Then the commission was supposed to come out, and that was supposed to be his exit from Bad Boy, and then starting his own company. Puffy has been making money on that boy's name longer than he lived. It supported all of Bad Boy.
That's real, yo. The more money you make, the more problems you get.
Another person who claimed Biggie was going to leave Bad Boy Records is Jaguar, who claimed that Biggie was ending his contract with the label and starting his own company. She also claimed that Diddy made a lot of money off of Biggie's songs when Biggie passed away. This information further supports that Diddy might have actually had a hand in Biggie's passing because he had something to lose if Biggie was alive and something to gain if he disappeared. If Biggie was signing to a different company or if he were starting his own company, he would have ended up competing alongside Diddy, and Diddy would have lost an incredible musician. Biggie's songs after his passing were received with massive success, and all of it benefited Diddy.
March 1st of 1997, I was approached by Diddy to perform a hit on one of his artists.
Uncle Ron continued with his allegations, stating dates and numbers on how Diddy tried hiring him to perform a hit on Biggie. These allegations are pretty heavy and they should have been handled with caution, but he claims he has physical evidence to back him up and that he is under investigation himself for what he is telling. Uncle Ron claims he turned down the offer not only because he knew that Biggie was leaving Bad Boys, but also because Biggie was a nice guy. The ex-bodyguard claims that Diddy wanted all the rights to Biggie's catalogs, and since Biggie was leaving, he couldn't get his hands on it. Gene had also hinted on something along the lines of being offered money to end Biggie's life, meaning that Diddy had tried recruiting multiple bodyguards to dispose of Biggie, and he might have been able to hire one who cared for money more than they cared for Biggie's life.
I'm not bashing him, directly bashing him. I'm just telling the truth. He knows like I know. Gene knows like I know. Boo knows, like I know. William knows. Bodyguards that were around him know. See, I had my own company, so I didn't need him. I didn't have to take his stuff. The bull crap that came along with being around Diddy. But see, when I start talking about Jay-Z and Beyonce, oh, some toes will curl for sure. But hey, the truth is the truth, whether you believe it or not. Yeah, I'm under investigation. So that's why I'm telling what I'm telling. Because now they have proof. I have physically showed them proof. Things that I have witnessed, things that was told to me.
Uncle Ron claims that everyone who worked with Diddy knew his evil habits but were not speaking up due to a lot of personal reasons. He himself did not speak up before because he had young children who have finally grown up enough for him to spill information without holding much back. He accused Diddy for silencing people who had something to say about him and that he used money to control people.
Yeah, I'm under investigation. So that's why I'm telling what I'm telling. Because now they have proof.
Uncle Ron himself is under investigation for all the allegations he has been putting out against celebrities, but he claims he has been talking because now the FBI have the proof that what he is saying is actually facts. He says that he has shown proof of things he saw, heard, or even has receipts for to the FBI and is working with them to clarify the truth in his word, and if true, they can beg in the process of taking Diddy down. None of the information Uncle Ron has been spilling has been backed up with anything except his word. He hasn't shown the public the proof he has been mentioning on his TikTok, and so he has been met with a lot of skepticism from the public. Some of the things he has said have supporting information, and his words might have a hint of truth in them. There was information that Biggie was getting threatened and that he told Diddy about it, and instead of his boss taking care of him, he asked him to go to California for his performances where he ended up passing, and the entire situation was blamed on the West Coast, East Coast beef.
Diddy is pure evil. He has a very nasty disposition. He treats everybody like crap. Every single employee he's ever had.
Seems like Diddy doesn't care much about people who work for him, and most have claimed he is a bad person who treats others like trash since he got money. He should have cared for Biggie if he wanted to, but didn't because he knew what was going to happen on that fateful day. People who were previously working with Diddy have been telling their story of what happened while they were working under him, and they all have something negative and nasty to say about him. Rapper and former bad boy artist Mase released a song titled Oracle 2, Standing on Bodies, and it included blatant shots aimed at Diddy. While rapping atop a mid-tempo track powered by horns, Mase proceeded to disparage Diddy's character, pointing to his alleged misdealings as a businessman and his perceived lack of support for artists formerly under the bad boy umbrella. He also accuses Diddy of using the death of Biggie as a marketing ploy and for not properly compensating the late rapper's mother, Valletta Wallace. You ain't no architect, you just ain't a who knows how to market death. Go pay his mother what she really worth, N.A. While he never directly mentions Diddy by name, those familiar with both legends' history quickly attributed the rapper's bars on Oracle 2, Standing on Bodies, as directed towards his former boss Diddy. Diddy himself has admitted that he feels some sort of responsibility for the death of Biggie and said, "I think I'll always feel some sort of responsibility because I'm in this thing with him. He's my artist." He then recalled the conversation the two had right before he was killed, saying that Biggie was supposed to go to London, but he persuaded Diddy to let him stay in LA. That's something that really bothered me throughout my life. Sometimes you have to really go with that decision in your gut, and in my gut it was like, you need to get on the plane. Diddy said looking back he has regrets on what he could have done differently that day. He said, "This is God's world. It's his plan, but honestly that's one of the things I regret is not making sure that he went to London." Uncle Ron videos have been removed from TikTok, but let's hope nothing negative has happened to him and the investigations he's involved with complete, so that we can get the complete picture on what is going on. A fan on Twitter said, "It's been 25 years since Notorious Big death. I turned 8 in June of 1997. I still think P. Diddy and so many others know who killed Biggie. You can't tell me any different." They were supported by another fan who said, "I agree. Just like many people knew who shot Tupac both times when he was in New York and Las Vegas. Diddy has a lot of dark energy around him, so he definitely knows something." Anyways, let's not forget that this video is based on theories and my opinions and should not be considered facts. That's it for this video, guys.